apparently young people are now slipping their social media information into pants pockets at clothing stores. This could have a dire consequence if the information falls into the wrong hands. This latest trend, also another way for sex traffickers to prey on our youth. Human trafficking, real. It happens every day. January is National Slavery and Human Trafficking Prevention Month, so this is the perfect time to dig deeper into this topic. Joining us is Natalie, the Associate Program Director for Covenant House, Pennsylvania. Natalie oversees the Anti-Trafficking Coalition. Natalie, we thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
This new trend is very disturbing. You hear about it, it sounds innocent. So young girls may want followers and they write their information down and stuff it into the pockets of pants or coats or clothes at stores, but they don't really understand the consequence. Talk more about that for me, Natalie.
Yeah, so traffickers prey on young people and people that are vulnerable. Social media is a big way that traffickers target young people. And if you can think about it, you don't really have any context for when you meet someone online. So if you want to talk with someone that your family member knows or in the neighborhood, you know other people and they may be able to give you some kind of warning. But traffickers, they prey on people, they slide into their DMs, as the kids say,
Yep.
and they really wine and dine them before they get to the point where they exploit them. So they gain their trust, make them feel like they're the most special person in the world, and then they exploit them for sex or labor trafficking.
Oh, so scary. We have some data that you sent us about human trafficking. And while we look at that, tell us a little bit about exactly what it involves and what it is for people who may not really understand how big of an issue it is.
Sure. So sex trafficking and labor trafficking include the use of force, fraud, or coercion in exchange for a commercial sex act or for labor purposes, domestic servitude, involuntary servitude, things of that nature. The caveat is if it's a minor, so anyone 17 and under, there does not have to be any force, fraud, or coercion involved. So if the youth is saying, this is something I wanted to do, you know, this is my boyfriend, they legally cannot consent to a commercial sex act, and so therefore it's federally defined as trafficking.
Natalie, one thing I just noticed that I want to point out from what we just saw on that full screen, 12 to 13 years old is the age that starts. That's very young.
Yeah, that's super young. And the reason for that is because, unfortunately, 12 and 13-year-olds are mostly trusting of adults. And also the people, traffickers and sex buyers, get the most money for younger people.
I also noticed there 80% know the person that sort of comes after them. Is that alarming to you? And I think a lot of parents might be alarmed. Careful who you have your kids around.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of Hollywood and, media, we want to just think it's the Epsteins of the world and billionaires and, rich people that are doing this and strangers, and kids are getting snatched from the bus stops. And while that does happen, that is the least likely way for someone to be trafficked. So traffickers earn someone's trust to then manipulate it later and exploit them. So you really don't have trust from strangers. You don't trust strangers. You don't inherently trust them. And so it has to be someone you know, someone that already knows your vulnerabilities. And so we just want to really make people aware that this is happening within the community from other community members. And in fact, 40% of those traffickers were actually someone's family members. So parent, uncle, aunt, sister, whoever.
That's disheartening. What are some red flags that parents can really look out for and say, okay, I know I've noticed this or I've seen this. I need to sort of stop my child here and now?
So the big one is multiple social media accounts. Maybe they have one that the family members could see and friends, and then they have another one that's more sexual in nature. Abnormal isolation away from loved ones. A lot of school missing or sleeping in school. That's more for teachers, but a lot of people, we think when kids are sleeping in school, it's just because they're bad or they don't know how to sleep well. But it could be oftentimes something's going on in the home or outside of school. Significantly older partners, multiple trips to the hospital. Things that can't be explained, high-end items, lots of cash on hand. And if the parents are in knowledge of the youth's medical records, like multiple STDs or STIs, those are all really big red flags.
Is there any population that's really more vulnerable than others when it comes to human or sex trafficking?
So there are some more vulnerable populations, youth that are involved in the foster care system or criminal justice system, homeless youth, youth of color, youth that identifies LGBTQI. So again, traffickers are preying on people that are vulnerable. So anyone that has something that makes them vulnerable, traffickers are going to prey on that and exploit that.
What do people do if you feel like, you know what, this sort of has turned around from what I thought it was? I've been on social media. This might not be a good person. What's the way to report this or get help?
So anyone at any time can call the National Human Trafficking Hotline number at 888-3737-888. It's 24/7. It's anonymous, and someone could text help to be free. And those are if you think someone is being trafficked or if you think yourself is being trafficked. There's also some local organizations, Covenant House, Pennsylvania. We work with trafficked youth. In fact, 1 in 5 youth that we work with is trafficked. The Salvation Army New Day to Stop Trafficking program, Dawn's Place. There's some really good work being done in Philadelphia to help trafficking victims.
Goodness, it's just so much to think about raising a child right now. Natalie, thank you so much for the work you do and for those tips. Very helpful. We'll post it on our website so people can go back to it. Thank you.